The laughter cut through the training field like a knife. A group of seasoned SEAL snipers, men and women who had faced the harshest combat situations, leaned against their rifles, smirking at her. "You sure you belong here, kid?" one of them jeered. Dust swirled in the late afternoon sun, settling in the air like a heavy curtain. And she stood silently, gripping the massive M107 Barrett rifle. A teenage girl in the eyes of the world, but in her heart, a storm was already brewing. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening. Her name was Isla Monroe, barely 16, yet her reputation had already begun to ripple through elite military circles. Petite, almost fragile-looking, with bright eyes that hid a fierce determination. She had been training for years in secret, her father a retired SEAL who insisted she learn discipline, patience, and precision before stepping into the spotlight. But today, the public scrutiny of elite snipers' hardened professionals was her ultimate test. The SEALs saw a child, a curiosity. They didn't see the countless hours she had spent learning the feel of the Barrett rifle, the wind calculations, the subtle recoil patterns that even the most seasoned sniper might miss. The first target appeared at a distance that made most recruits hesitate. Isla didn't. She adjusted her scope, felt the vibrations under her elbows, noticed the faint rustle of leaves stirred by a breeze. The sunlight glinted off the metal of the distant target as if signaling her to act. She exhaled slowly, her finger brushing the trigger. The shot rang out, a soft, precise, and almost imperceptible, yet the impact was undeniable. The target fell perfectly centered. Whispers erupted, heads turned. The SEAL's smirks faltered, replaced by incredulity. They mocked her again, louder this time, convinced it was beginner's luck. "Try another one," barked, grinning with misplaced confidence. Isla's lips curled into a faint smile. Luck had nothing to do with what was about to happen. The next shot, and then another. 18 consecutive targets, each struck with surgical precision. The wind shifted. Dust rose in lazy spirals. Sunlight caught her rifle scope, glittering like a silent badge of victory. Every shot carried the weight of her training, the countless hours spent studying trajectories, wind currents, and breathing patterns. Every shot carried the silent message, "Underestimate me at your peril." She felt the collective gaze of the SEALs. For the first time, their expressions betrayed doubt, awe, and something that hovered between fear and respect. Their laughter had vanished, replaced by stunned silence. The field was no longer a stage for ridicule. It had become her proving ground. But Isla's triumph was more than physical. With each pull of the trigger, she battled an internal storm self-doubt. The lingering voice that whispered she wasn't ready, wasn't strong enough, wasn't deserving. Yet, with every perfect hit, the whispers diminished, replaced by a growing clarity. Skill is earned, and respect is not given freely. It is claimed. By the 18th shot, even the veterans had no words left. A few of them nodded silently, acknowledging the impossible feat. One SEAL, his face lined with years of battle and pride, finally muttered, "I didn't think it could be done." The words hung heavy in the air, a testament to the gap between expectation and reality, prejudice and truth. Isla lowered her rifle, feeling the tremor of adrenaline still coursing through her veins. The field, once filled with derision, was now filled with awe. The teenage girl, underestimated and mocked, had shattered a record no SEAL sniper had achieved in years. And she had done it not with arrogance, but with calm, measured precision, and relentless discipline. Later, as she walked off the field, the wind tugged at her hair, carrying the faint echoes of disbelief and admiration alike. She knew she had changed something intangible that day, a reminder that courage and skill are not bound by age, size, or appearance. Strength reveals itself in moments of quiet mastery, not in boasting or bravado. The moral resonance lingered. Underestimate the world's quiet ones, and you may find yourself humbled. Not by chance, not by force, but by talent, determination, and the courage to act when it matters most. Because true skill doesn't scream, it speaks through results. And the echo of Isla Monroe's Barrett rifle would linger long after the laughter had faded. A reminder that respect is earned, not assumed. If this story inspired you, leave a comment sharing where you're watching from. Subscribe to Whispered Words for more cinematic tales of courage, its precision, and the quiet heroes who defy expectation and redefine strength.